college campuses have been making our kids crazy for years now, but finally, Texas is doing something about it, when even the news media wants to pretend it's not happening.
To suggest that the internet is cheering for this is just the opposite, total opposite of what's actually happening.
This girl at Texas Tech went nuts over this guy's "Rest in Peace Charlie Kirk" sign right in front of the police.
Yo, homie dead! Yo, homie dead! He got in the head! Yep, homie dead.
Evil is real, people, and it kind of looks like that. Why are you being so hateful?
Why are you so hateful? Why are you so hateful? Yeah.
Hey, can somebody tell her to back up?
Can you
please?
not
She's
put the camera in my face?
I'm sitting here. You walked up to me.
Okay.
You're being aggressive. You're being aggressive.
I'm not being aggressive. My voice
You
is
are
very
being
calm. You're calling me
aggressive.
aggressive because I'm a black woman.
Not at all.
No, we're not. Oh my gosh. No, I moved his hat. I moved his hat.
Getting arrested shortly after. As a local Fox affiliate reported, since the nursing student hit the guy in the head, she was arrested and charged with assault, with the Texas state governor saying she definitely picked the wrong school to taunt Charlie's death. And as she was getting arrested, you can just tell she probably has next to zero experience with consequences, feeling free to gleefully dance and shout about Charlie's death, smacking some stranger's cap, then pleading, "I just moved his hat," as that's 1,000,000% someone that should never be anywhere near the medical field. The scary part being, this wasn't an isolated incident, as at Texas State University, these guys were heckling Charlie Kirk supporters.
Charlie Kirk! Charlie Kirk! Charlie Kirk! Charlie Kirk got hit in the neck!
Oh, buddy. You're gonna get expelled, dude.
Now the police escorted this girl away. As the original poster reported, charges were pressed against her, but then the Texas governor stepped in again, demanding they expel that main antagonizer immediately, to which the university president released a statement saying they are already looking into it. But then this girl at another college is also going viral for equally extreme statements that her professor allegedly agreed with.
The day after Charlie Kirk died, I was in class. My teacher said, "I'll give you 5 minutes for hot takes about Charlie Kirk." I said, "I've been saying we need to bring back political assassinations. I don't feel bad, and I don't think that everyone deserves the right to free speech. I think some people should be afraid to express their opinion in public."
So it makes sense when there's a wave of firing faculty at universities, as colleges countrywide are releasing statements to try to reassure safety. It's shocking to know the countless amounts of colleges that had to deal with this, as a recent incident at Texas State was terrible, and I do believe that main guy needs to be expelled immediately, but the real issue is how he had an entire crowd of kids around him, essentially encouraging his antics through their laughter, as yes, that main kid is an attention-starved idiot, willing to ruin his entire life for a few giggles, but there's never not going to be people with shoe-sized IQs. We just need to figure out what exactly is causing this "violence is okay when it's coming from our side" mentality. As I was going to do a video about that loser saying similar stuff at his punk concert, only to get his future shows cancelled, who then posted everywhere how, no, that thing you saw him do, he didn't do, only to discover he has a history of this specific grift, where he says something he thinks is edgy on stage, trends on social media over it, then posts about where he's performing next, and rinse and repeat. Now, some of his antics got his visa revoked from coming into America, but that's why he never repeated those specific lines ever again. Is it because he accomplished any of those specific military goals, or is it because he doesn't actually care about them when they impede on his ability to make money? That's why after he tried to downplay those Charlie Kirk lines when he went live the very next night, there's miraculously zero recordings of him saying anything similar. Because maybe he doesn't actually believe any of those things he says. Maybe it's just a grift, grasping at relevance, parroting whatever edgelord quotes he heard from Reddit, as that's the same exact strategy certain political streamers have been doing for years now, but just maybe it's finally over. As Stephen King did something similar, spreading lies about Charlie right after his murder, only to be proven objectively wrong, essentially going on an apology tour on Twitter. But it didn't stop his new movie immediately flopping at the box office. But this might only be the beginning of his problems, as reportedly Charlie's family is preparing defamation lawsuits. So left-wing writers flop at the box office, 34-year-old punk rappers get blocked from entering the US, and college kids are getting expelled from school, all because they thought celebrating extreme nonsense was going to be met with praise. As the pendulum has finally swung the other way, and the average citizen is calling to exile these vile individuals from society. Where the mainstream media portrays it as conservatives embracing cancel culture, but as JD Vance hosted the Charlie Kirk show, the VP remarked, "It's over."
There is no unity with people who scream at children over their parents' politics. There is no unity with someone who lies about what Charlie Kirk said in order to excuse his murder. There is no unity with someone who harasses an innocent family the day after the father of that family lost a dear friend. There is no unity with the people who celebrate Charlie Kirk's assassination.
And no chance at unity isn't something you necessarily want to hear from your vice president and likely leader of the Republican Party in 2028, but I know exactly what he's saying. Sure, we can find common grounds with moderates, actual liberals, and apolitical people that want nothing to do with the modern day left. But what we've seen in the last week is shockingly eye-opening as to how completely unreasonable leftists have become. As when Charlie Kirk's murderer's text messages admitting to the shooting were published online, ABC somehow made it about a love story.
Specific text messages about the alleged murder weapon, where it was hidden, how it was placed, what was on it, but also it was very touching in a way that I think many of us didn't expect. A very intimate portrait into this relationship between the suspect's roommate and the suspect himself, with him repeatedly calling his roommate who is transitioning, calling him my love, and I want to protect you, my love.
Trying to find compassion in a murder confession is the most insane take I've ever heard, as no matter how much you hate the mainstream media, you don't hate them enough. Which this idolizing killers trickles down from the media to the people, as when Luigi's terror charges get dropped, they celebrated. But then Freedom News found this individual.
I'm married to Luigi's AI. I'm not kidding.
Okay, tell me about
So I talk to him every day. We planned like a whole future together. We named our kids together.
I always wanted to be a person that doesn't villainize the opposite side, trying to find some common ground, let it be sports, movies, or even memes. But sadly, I don't think there's anything that unifies us with a girl that sees an alleged murderer and thinks, I must marry his AI. But it still gets worse, as a mural for Irina Zarutska gets vandalized, and Wokeness points out she wasn't political, just a innocent white woman, and for that alone, they hate her. Whoever vandalized that mural isn't someone that we can seek unity with. This is just behavior we as a collective society need to reject, as I really think most people center-right are focused on denouncing the far-left. Most people center-left are just worried about the far-right. And as I recently went to James Klug's Vigil for Charlie, I also heard the day before those patriot LARPers showed up to do whatever this nonsense is. But nobody left or right has a problem calling them out and rejecting whatever extreme things they're trying to start. So once the left can do the same thing to their extremes, only then can we start to meet in the middle. So if you appreciate my concise, lighthearted commentary on the tragic status that is today's reality, subscribe to Decoy Voice,